This week we delve into Spain's most notorious paranormal police report. It is known as the Vallecas file, an encounter that left the officers who attended the scene shaken and in complete disbelief. Join us as we explore the horror and despair experienced by a family throughout a haunting ordeal that they will never forget. It was in 1990 that an event that would alter the life of a young girl took place in an ordinary high school in Madrid, in the district of Vallecas. Estefania Gutierrez Lazaro was interested in the paranormal and was an intelligent and curious 18-year-old. Maybe it was the curiosity, or maybe there was something much worse, but she decided to try a Ouija board one day. Gathered with friends in a quiet part of the school, Estefania placed her fingers on the planchette. They sought to contact the spirit of a deceased friend's boyfriend, but the session was cut short when a teacher stumbled upon the group. Enraged, she snatched the board away, breaking the connection, but something unnatural had already been unleashed. Witnesses claimed to have seen a strange, dark smoke rise from the board, which Estefania seemed to inhale. It was after this moment that her nightmare truly began. Over the next few weeks, though, Estefania's behavior changed. She said that people were whispering to her at night while she was hiding in her room. They had scary faces and they were creepy. They watched her while she slept, she said, their faces contorted, their presence oppressive. At first, her parents put these anxieties down to bad dreams, but they were taken aback by her sudden misery. But then the dreams became reality. Estefania would wake up gasping for air, her face full of fear, her body paralyzed. She claimed to her mother that she felt invisible hands firmly grasping her and pressing against her chest. Her once vibrant manner gave way to fatigue and fear as her health worsened. None of the doctors her parents took her to could address her questions. Physically, she was fine, but psychologically, she was unraveling. Some believe that Estefania's body, overwhelmed by sheer terror, may have shut down completely, that she quite literally died of fear. On July 13th, 1991, Estefania suffered a violent episode. She convulsed, foamed at the mouth, and let out guttural screams, lashing out at an unseen force. By morning, she was unconscious. Her desperate parents rushed her to the hospital, but doctors remained baffled. Without warning, at approximately 2 a.m. on July 14th, Estefania Gutierrez Lazaro was pronounced dead. The official autopsy report listed her death as sudden and suspicious, with no clear medical explanation. But the horror didn't stop there. If anything, it was only the beginning. After Estefania's death, the Gutierrez Lazaro family experienced a haunting presence. Strange noises echoed around their flat, including knocks, whispers, and guttural growls that seemed to come out of nowhere. Doors banged closed on their own. One night, an unsettling discovery was uncovered. A photograph of Estefania, resting on a shelf, had spontaneously burst into flames. The flames consumed only her face, leaving the rest of the image untouched. It was as if something wanted her to be erased. Objects moved on their own, chairs scraping against the floor, appliances turning on and off, and then came the voices, low, distorted murmurs that grew louder as the nights went on. The family could no longer take it. On November 27th, 1992, they did the only thing left to do. They called the police. When Inspector Jose Negri and his team arrived at the home, they were skeptical. But their misgivings quickly evolved into panic. As they entered the home, they saw firsthand what had pushed the family to the brink. A loud and mysterious bang resonated throughout the flat. One cop felt an invisible force push him back. Another described a dramatic drop in temperature, with the air so cold it made their breath visible. Then they saw it. An unknown force took down a wooden crucifix that was securely fastened on the wall, smashing it on the floor. That was enough for two of the officers, who, scared, fled out of the flat, unable to bear the rising sensation of dread. The official police report captured these events, making it one of the few instances where law enforcement acknowledged paranormal activity. Estefania's case received widespread public attention. Paranormal investigators, journalists, and self-proclaimed mediums came to the family, offering to help in exchange for money. Desperate for answers, they were exploited. In the end, the family made the only decision they could. They left. After moving away, the paranormal activity ceased completely, except for one of Estefania's sisters, who, to this day, claims she can still see and feel strange things. However, in a final twist to the story, the new family who moved into the Gutierrez Lazaro's old apartment never reported experiencing anything unusual. It was as if the darkness had left with them. Decades later, Estefania's terrible tragedy was featured in the 2017 horror film Veronica, through which her narrative was passed down to a new generation. It also reignited people's interest in the case by bringing back to mind the horrible things that happened to the Gutierrez Lazaro family to the public, even though it was dramatized. But Estefania is not alone. Other accounts exist around the world of people who claim to have seen, heard, and felt things that cannot be explained after using the Ouija board. Some term it mass hysteria. Others refer to it as something considerably darker. What do you believe truly happened to Estefania? Was she the victim of an unseen force, her soul caught between worlds? Was it only fear that led to her untimely death? Please share your ideas before the night becomes too dark. Thanks for watching. Good nightmares and stay scared.